Hey everybody, it's Tammy here, and we're gonna do a little crispy salt and pepper tofu today. If you don't know what that is, you would know if you were ever in a Chinese restaurant and you order these crispy on the outside and soft on the inside tofu. You know what I'm talking about, I know you do. But we're gonna do a bit of a healthy version today. Let's have a look at our ingredients. We have a piece of firm tofu. So this is just a regular supermarket piece of tofu, but it is organic, and that's important because we don't want GMO. Get the organic one. It's not that much more expensive, and it's very, very good for you. You'll find that a lot of the tofu from supermarkets, even though it says it's firm, it's actually not very firm. So the trick really is to press the tofu. We start with a clean towel, or you can use a paper towel. Okay. Pop your tofu in, and you wrap it. Doesn't have to be very tight, just wrapped. And we lay it on a chopping board. Find a heavier chopping board and put it on top. We let this press about 15 minutes, and a lot of the liquids would be extracted and it would get absorbed into the towel. And then for our salt and pepperiness, here's where it's gonna be different. You start with the wakame. The reason that seaweed is such a big part of healthy cooking is because it's so mineral rich. And the reason seaweed is such a big part of cooking is because it is just so ever savory and tasty. Now we add our nutritional yeast. And our toasted sesame seeds. And our white pepper. For those that needs to make this in a crunch, pop it in the spice grinder. I just love using nutritional yeast. It has this really strong, savory umami-ness. It's commonly used by vegans for their B12 intake, and likewise to make plant-based food taste like cheese. It has that funky flavor too. It's also very nutritional. It has a good chromium content, which helps us balance our blood sugar. We have our salt and pepper mix, except we haven't actually used any salt. It's all the sodium coming from our lovely wakame. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. All right, let's have a look. Let's unroll this. Okay, great. And you can see how our towel is now completely saturated with the liquid that's been extracted from the tofu. Like in Chinese restaurant tradition, we will cut this into cubes. Line up your knife. All right. Third step and last step, ready to fry it up. We've got a nice non-stick pan here that's heating up at about medium-high heat. This is a PFAS-free pan, which means it's non-toxic. And if you haven't already, I would encourage you to upgrade all your cookware into something that is non-toxic, especially if you're cooking for your children. Our oil is looking nice and hot. We'll start putting our tofu in. You put your tofu in, you should hear this nice sizzle. So when you have a nice non-stick pan, you'll find that you're actually going to be using a lot less oil. So the key to getting a really nice crispy bottom is that we don't move it. And if it feels like your tofu is getting brown a little too quickly, just turn down your heat a little bit. A little bit of salt. Just to give this tofu a little bit of flavor. You can feel the crispy crust on them. So I'm frying all four sides here for a nice even crunch. And if you're in a jam for time, then you could also just fry the top and bottom. You still get a really nice crunch from that. Oh, this looks so good. I can't wait to eat it. So most of these are ready to come off. While this is nice and hot, we're going to sprinkle our salt and pepper mixture. We've got a little bit left over for double dipping as well. Healthy salt and pepper tofu. Enjoy!